Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you how I drew Isabelle from Animal Crossing. I'm personally going to be using a watercolor paper because I prefer to color with watercolor pens. You can also use just a normal sheet of paper and that'll work just fine. We're going to need two pencils. I'm using a graphite pencil so that way you can see it a little bit more clearly. You do not necessarily need to use graphite pencils like I am using. You can just get some normal pencils and that'll work just fine. You're also going to need an eraser and a pencil sharpener. You can also grab some markers or colored pencils if you want to use those to color your drawing. You can also get a scratch sheet of paper and try out your colored pencils or markers if you want separately. I'm personally going to be using watercolor markers, which I like in my projects because it gives a nice color and it's fun to do. I will be using a blending kit. I'm mainly going to be using the plastic card they give, so that way I can use the ink from the watercolor markers and put them on the plastic card and pick them up with my paintbrushes. Anyways, let's get started. We start out by sketching the side of Isabelle's face. She kind of has almost like a chibi, pear, small, flattened shape of the face. So I'm sketching out her side of her face and working our way up top where her bangs will be. I continue to sketch out the rest of the face, and I work on the position of where the neck could be. I'm gonna do an underline to get an idea of where I want to position the eyes. Granted, I'm not doing this like I normally would by graphing it out completely. I'm more so winging it at this point because I think I have the idea of what I want to do. Now I work on Isabelle's other eye and start shaping it out with a curved arc shape, and I add a circle at the bottom and you add a small tiny little circle towards the center of it. After we work on the eyes, I add the tiny cute little nose for Isabelle. Now we work on Isabelle's bangs. It's kind of more so like a curved, slightly soft, not really sharp spiked edges. There's like 3 strands of the hair, so I'm gonna draw that in on the right side and on the left side of the face. After working on the bangs, I start out shaping out her ears, which are kind of curved and go a little bit downward. But I want to kind of start adding her smile so I can get an idea of what it's going to look like. After doing that, I work on Isabelle's scrunchie where she has her little ponytail. I want to kind of make sure I get that figured out first, and then I'm going to work on the rest of the face and the body. I start at the neck and I do a little V shape because she's wearing more so of a button-down shirt and I want to make sure I get that collar down. I go to the left side of the body and start shaping out her arm. She has short and kind of cute stubby arms. She doesn't have like individual fingers, if that makes sense. And I go over to the right side of the body and I start shaping out the position of the arm. I also shape in her right ear. And I go back on my left side and make sure I get that all fixed up. After finishing her right arm, I go down and start working on the sides of the shirt. So this way I have an idea of the position of where the body's going to be. And I do any extra touch-ups that I need around the sleeves. I then work on the buttons of her shirt and I work on the extra part of her collar. And I'm trying to make sure I get the sleeves and everything looking right. I now continue by going downward and shaping out a skirt for Isabelle. When I do this, I'm trying to make sure I get the position for her legs. Just a quick reminder, Isabelle's legs are sort of similar to Isabelle's arms. They're kind of short and stubby, giving her an adorable cutesy look. I then go back and try and reshape some of the arms. I do some extra touch-ups on the drawing and try and make sure it looks really nice for now. And I go back and try and fix anything that I missed. Also, don't forget her little tail. And we have our drawing for Isabelle. Now for this step, I'm personally going to be using a Uniball Vision pen that is fine-tipped, waterproof, and fade-proof, so that way I can get nice bold lines for my drawing. When I use my watercolor, it will look really nice. After I erase all the pencil marks, I go ahead and use my watercolor markers and color all over the drawing. Now we're done with our project. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more. Also, if you want to help support me, you can follow me on Twitter at ArtemisArrow64. Or you can follow me on Instagram at ArtWithArtemis. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, guys. Until next time, bye!